Tamiyo is so good in Legacy, players are calling to ban it. Can we make it work in Vintage? Welcome back, Vintage gamers, to a Wednesday evening stream. I've been talking with the Discord recently, and I find that there's lots of cards and deck building experiments that I'd like to do in Vintage, or that I think have potential in Vintage that people aren't necessarily trying. One of the big ones I think is like a Vintage Nadu deck should theoretically be really good in my mind. And there's a few other ones. One of the things I wanted to put a little bit more effort into is Tamiyo. Tamiyo is a card that's seeing a lot of play in Legacy, to the point where Legacy players are asking for it to be banned. Now, we can't really use Legacy bans as a metric on if a card is actually good, but it does mean you should at least try. And so we're going to play a Tamiyo deck today. This is a card that has a lot of nice text for Vintage. Making clues is typically something, not in this deck, but theoretically could support Tolarian Academy, giving you the ability to hold open 1-mana counter spells and have a draw engine at the same time. But one of the big things that you are missing in Vintage compared to Legacy is you don't actually have access to 4 Brainstorms. Now, you do have an Ancestral Recall and a Treasure Cruise, so maybe you have like 3 Brainstorms, but obviously there are certain conditions that need to be met for Treasure Cruise to be online. But I'm hoping here that in this Thunder Trap Trainer Jeskai Wizards deck, Thunder Trap Trainer can help us find these cards and flip our Tamiyo more often. And so what we're doing is we're making a bit of a Vintage port of the Legacy Jeskai Wizards deck. So those decks are typically like 4 Tamiyo, 2 Snapcaster, 4 Trainer, and a bunch of the best spells of all time. But in Vintage, I think we have to do a little bit differently here. We do need to make sure we keep Wasteland Strip Mine as a way forward. You can't let these decks just have access to all of their mana, and Wasteland obviously is extremely strong. And I put in a couple more Vintage direct answers and things like Dress Down. I'm going to try out a Wrath of the Skies, though I think that the mana cost might be too prohibitive. I'm going to still keep in a Vexing Bauble, a Saga, a Lotus for our Lurrus, which we're definitely going to get to play in this deck. But it's definitely not the best Lurrus deck of all time, so... That being said, we do still have, access to some of the most powerful cards with these Delve spells. I really like Flame of Venor. Flame of Venor in Lurrus PO has just been such an amazing card, so I'm excited to play it again here. And I think we definitely want to have the 4 Swords of Pleasure in the main for the current metagame. I'm going to play a couple of different like I said, like this prismatic ending here, so we have the way to, we can tutor it, per se, with our Thunder Trap Trainer, and find the exact answers that we need. You might be asking, Justin, why do you have Ravenous Traps in your sideboard? I like the idea of being able to play turn 1 Trainer versus Dredge, finding a trap to buy us a ton of time to get our Containment Priest going. Maybe that should just be more Tormod scripts. I could see that. But I don't think our deck really cares as much about artifacts. So we're going to play a bunch of Stony Silences and that kind of effect. Maybe Tormod script is just better than Rav Trap. It doesn't play. It plays around like negation. It's like a little bit annoying. I don't know. I'm gonna try out this Rav Traps here off of Trainer. This is kind of an idea that people have been using a little bit in other formats. Things like Thunder Trap Trainer finding Flare of Denial in Modern. That's kind of a similar idea to what I'm talking about here. And yeah, so this is a low-powered Vintage deck. This is a fair deck. This is very similar to Lurrus Frog, but I don't even have the Twister combo in it. So we're gonna have to make a lot of small decisions and a lot of correct decisions, because incorrect decisions will be very punishing. I do think that our mana base is extremely bad, but that's because I also think that the Lurrus Frog mana base is extremely bad. And this is basically very close to the same idea. So we'll see how I can play this very low power Vintage control deck here in this Vintage League. I'll see you in round 1. Did you know subscribing here on YouTube and following on Twitch are both free ways you can support my Vintage content? All right, here we go. Welcome to round 1. I have a cat. I've got a tap land. No Lurrus from the opponent. Classic. All right, I think this is just a straight up mulligan. I mean, I think this is a mulligan, even if this land was not a tap land for what it's worth. No force. Nothing. This hand's really bad, though. If my opponent is on, like, anything. Besides mono white. If my opponent's on mono white, it's not that bad. But, yeah, I went from 1 tap land to a 7 land hand. I think I have to mulligan this. I mean, I have Saga tokens, but if they're on Oath, which is they're probably on Oath, I just have to mulligan this. I mean, this is our best hand. Let's get rid of 4th Eralingas, and I feel like I have to get rid of Wasteland as well. But maybe I need to get rid of one of the forces here. I think I'd rather have more blue options, but we'll see. Especially if they're on Oath. Like, theoretically, multiple forces might be irrelevant. It is Oath. Is it turn 1 Oath with Orchard backup? Or is it turn 1 stock up? Show and tell? Looks like one of those. Tinker. Okay. Well, we got our threat. That's good. We'll negate this pitching a force. And then force backup for your turn 1 show and tell. Looks like it is. Force pitching stock up. Force pitching brainstorm. And we've got a Delver. Yeah, I think this was a really great example of mulliganing. I think we did the right stuff. And then we surveil land. Spell Pierce is probably too late now. We're looking for Ancestral, obviously. Wrath of the Skies. If I had a second land, wouldn't be very good. Could kill an Oath later, though. Could kill an Oath. Lotus, kill Oath. Followed up with Ancestral Recall. All right, well. Not ideal. That was kind of a card that we needed here. All right, well, technically, if we draw a white land, we can at least get rid of the spirit tokens and buy a turn. Swords to Plowshares. Great. Our deck is not cooperating at the moment. Opponent definitely outpowered us here. Let's just make sure that they are, in fact, putting a track set into play, and then we can go to game 2. There is an Atraxa. Oh, they have red in their deck. And they have Yogwell in their deck. And they have Flash in their deck. Interesting. That is very interesting. What does that mean? They kept force. I probably should have swords this in response. I was expecting to concede, but I didn't realize how bad my opponent's hand was going to be. They have Demonic Tutor, Time Walk. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just really curious about the red land and the Yogwell. Typically, if you have a red land, you're not usually interested in Yogwell. So I'm just trying to figure out what the red land means, basically. I want to see if they flip over another Oath trigger here. If they don't, then I'll just concede. But yeah, I mean, would you splash Ren in your Flash Show and Tell Atraxa version of the deck? All right, here's another one. So there's a Hedge Maze as well. I'm just trying to figure out what this Volcanic is, chat, and then we'll go to the next game. I think it's fairly important. There's a Gaia's Blessing. Okay, so I have no idea. There's a Needle Main. What the hell is this red land for? It's got to be a Ren Splash, right? Very odd. I don't know. Ancient Grudge? It could be Ancient Grudge, yeah. All right, I'm gonna bring in Pyroblasts. Those are pretty good here. And then obviously I have 3 Containment Priests and a Prismatic Ending. So quite a good sideboard here. I shouldn't need Island Basic, and I don't want... I guess I'll take Bobble on the play. Do I want Wrath of the Skies? Probably not, because I kind of want just to kill Oaths, and that's probably too much. Yeah, it's just a Jeskai Wizards deck. I assume we're going to take out some amount of our creature base. Don't know how much, though. I feel like Tamiyo, at least we can flip over pretty easily, whereas Trainer is less good, but... I mean, I don't really want 4th Eralingas. I don't really want to play, like, full Swords game, but we could play full Swords game. I'm not really sure how these decks typically approach this matchup. Like, obviously I want all the counter magic, but... I don't know. Let's try this. Like, are these swords better than creatures? They could be. I don't think I want to play Consign to stop an Attractor trigger. No. I mean, maybe that's better than playing more creatures, but I do still want to have Flame of Anor on. You want to play 4th? I don't know. I actually don't. I actually have no clue. I don't know what you would want to do from the control side of this. Like, I don't think we want 4 swords, right? It can't be right. I don't think this deck needs stock up. I think stock up's a little bit overrated right now. Like, it's clearly a great card. It's clearly a good card. But I think people are doing the same thing they're doing with, like, Vexing Bauble, where they're just putting it in places that you don't necessarily need. Like, this is a 3-mana sorcery. Like, people are playing Flusterstorms, Pyros, whatevers. Well, I mean, I'm going to keep it in some ways. I think Swords to Plowshares is still fine. How do I want to do this? I want to play a Bauble. I guess I just play Bauble Priest on turn 1. And leave my fetch land as the ability to get blue. Do I fight though? No, it's not about not playing or not playing Bauble. It's about using my mana. Like, I can only do certain things with my mana, right? With blue and white mana. I feel like I'd rather just Spell Pierce this and resolve this. But I'm not really sure. Not sure. I have a Wasteland. That's probably correct. Yeah, but I think stopping them from being able to play Moxen is still good here, Log. They have Ancestral follow-up? Oh, Probe, sure. Oh. Now I think I'm gonna crack it, because I do want to play my Mox out here. And I probably want to have blue mana up if possible. They didn't have any Moxen, it seems. That's a good one, though. It's a very good one. I mean, I could buy Lurrus here. It's actually really strong to buy Lurrus, right? With Lotus and Vexing Bauble. And I want to get another blue card force anyways, instead of having to use the dig through time. They don't even have another land after. I guess Wasteland just did them in. Got it. Wow, this is like super good. All right, so I have a force protected Lurrus with a Lotus in the yard and the ability to then dig after. Be great. I don't have to counter this, but I think I'm going to. I feel like we can gain like pretty significant advantage. They have force. Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense. They have spell pierce. I was gonna say Flusterstorm back up. I mean, this is still fine. Like, they have 2 cards left. We have a priest, and I have a dig through time to rebuy. Wasn't really ready for the spell pierce, but a second priest is pretty good too. They tap out, I'll play dig. If not, I'll play priest. That's nice double clock too. Should be a wizard, so I can turn on Flame of Venor. Maybe I shouldn't have forced back. I guess a bigger question is if my opponent just passes again there, am I dig through timing? Probably not. I guess we don't need to play swords, right? We could play... Because we have Pyro. I don't have a lot of Pyros, though. This feels fine. Let's just run it back. Oh, I should probably take out this bauble, though. Shit. I don't know. I don't know how to board here. So if anyone has any good ideas on how they'd want to board here, I'm all ears. My hand's pretty good. You need to hit land drops, though. It's pretty good. Oh, it's a 5-card hand, though. So I think this will be okay as long as it's not, like, really bad for me. Get rid of Snapcaster Mage. Is it turn? It's turn 1 Lotus Show and Tell Atraxa with Force backup? All right, man. You got me. Do I put in Tamiyo? Yeah, probably. I mean, I could put the land in, and if I hit... I could put the land in, and I could Meticulous Archive for another land. Oh. They wanted me to put a creature in! They show and telled an oath! That could have been bad. What a banger, man. What a banger. That is wild. You think they'll concede to this prismatic ending? We got it all covered, baby. It's fine. It's fine. We got everything covered. Oh, Mox. Okay. Hoping for like land time walk Tamiyo. Ooh, close. Close. I was thinking about maybe like Tamiyo plus time walk would have been pretty sweet. Huh? Well, all right. Land. They can buy it. They can hit another oath. Be pretty good. Yeah. It's gonna be less good. I think I want to flip Tamiyo. It's kind of hard. Probably just time walk and draw a card. So I have the wasteland, so 1-mana frog. Well, now I have another Tamiyo, which is not great. I feel like I want to flip, but I also want to just draw cards now, you know? Yeah, Thunder Trap Trainer. Let's go. Card's great here. Force. Yeah, and Brainstorm. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll just take Brainstorm then. I believe this is garbage time. All right, so attack, get my clue, cast Brainstorm, and then cast a new Tamiyo. Just need to find a force, and we're locked. Brainstorm. Yeah. Yeah. Those are definitely magic cards, aren't they? I guess we're kind of just drawing through it all. Plus this. Ancestral this. Hold that for force. We are so game is the most over it's ever been. Like did they rip Oath? That'd be really good. Wow, that's so good. That's like best possibles. It's not good enough, but it's really good. I have a prismatic ending off my Tamiyo, so I also have on a Containment Priest. It whatever, man. It doesn't matter. Like everything wins. Everything wins. I can bring back out an ancestral. I can bring back a this. I can bring back a that. Let's play a new Tamiyo and attack. The game is locked. Okay, very nice control deck. To be fair, if there was a matchup where the control deck is good, it's the all-in Oath combo deck. All right. Anyways, we're going to round 2, and I have a cat, and my opponent has a cat. Let's go. Okay. One thing I am worried about is Wasteland. Our deck is mad. It has very bad mana. But this is a good hand. Keep. That's true. They were, if they had resolved the trigger, it had Mox Land Oath. That wouldn't have been particularly a problem unless they was an orchard though, right? And they didn't have an orchard. I can definitely not play creatures. It's definitely not what we want to do. All right, Underground Sea. I don't really want to get Fatal Pushed, but I think I'm going to fetch a basic island and cast a Tamiyo. And maybe that's wrong because it means we can't swords a frog on turn 2. But I feel like getting the non-wastable land in play is better. Oh, nice. We're not getting bolted or pushed. We do need to worry about Bowmasters. Oh, they drew Sapphire. At least we don't get wastelanded here. By Lurrus. Wow. Did they mulligan a lot in this game? Oh, they mulligan to 5. Okay. That makes sense. I'm thinking volcanic time walk trainer. Definitely want explore here. Three is a little bit too many Tamiyos. Kind of have to have some forces to pitch here. But I can find some forces. Negation is not exactly the force we were looking for, but I think it's still probably better than a pearl. That way I can protect my swords. Soul Guide Lantern. That's probably a resolver. I think I care that much about that. And a tap land. Me too. Pitching a land. And a draw card. Okay. This does mean that they can like instantly rebuy the lantern with Lurrus when it resolves. But I don't think I was going to negate that. I also don't think I want to get rid of my land yet. Probe. Probe is an interesting one. Because I can probe and crack a clue token to flip my Tamiyo. And then I can have another Tamiyo, which would be nice. So it's pretty hard for blue-black to beat a flip Tamiyo, right? I mean, I guess you're not allowed to ultimate it because of the Bowmasters, but I feel like it's got to be good. Ah, I got mental misstepped. I guess that just happens. It's kind of annoying. It does ruin my plan. I guess I should have maybe fetched before I played this tap land, but I definitely don't want another negation anyways, so I can put that in my yard. Maybe I should crack a clue now so that I don't get bowmastered. Probably should have. There's gonna be a lot of learning on this stream. I have not played like the Legacy Tamiyo decks very much, which is something I should probably do in the next week before Eternal Weekend. All right, they do get to rebuy a lantern here, so that's a lot of value. But I also I don't think I'm gonna like do anything about it. So, all right. Let me buy a clue here, just in case I hit like mental misstep. Wrath of the Skies. That's not exactly a good spot to have Wrath of the Skies. This does mean, yeah, it's fine. I guess they get to leave this in play for my Lurrus later, but I don't think that matters with the amount of advantage my Tamiyo is gaining us. I guess we'll flip here, right? Because they can't play a Bowmaster. I guess I will not use my land yet in case I draw Saga. Now I want to play around, like, I guess I don't have anything to play around negation, but so I guess there's no reason to, sorry, I have no way to play around ancestral, like a 1-mana counterspell. All right, so my Tamiyo flips, she pluses, I get a land, I get a new Tamiyo, I guess. Yeah, why not? I mean, we haven't had to really cast Brainstorm all that. I mean, we did cast Brainstorm in one of the games, but I don't know, it did perfectly fine not casting Brainstorm there. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. Yeah, that's fine. Fatal Push my Tamiyo. You got it. I haven't even bought my Lurrus yet. This is Treasure Cruise. Negation, pitching, Tamiyo. Okay. All right, they're just off it. Yeah, makes sense. All right, chat. So, I like Pyroblast, and I like Prismatic Ending, but that's kind of it, right? So I guess we would take out Negation and Bobble, maybe? I almost wish I had a Soul Guide Lantern, too. What do people take out in the Lurrus control mirrors? Negations, for sure, right? So you don't really have enough cards to take out Force of Will. Because my sideboard is Stony Silence, Containment Priest. Consign doesn't seem very good. I mean, I think it's just these 3 cards. I can't imagine boarding any of these other ones in, so... We already should be pretty pre-boarded. We have a very... We should hopefully be able to go over the top. Have I decided what I'm playing for EW Legacy? No. I also haven't practiced. It's probably going to have to be a deck that I own most of the cards of, or can put together with my cards plus Dan's cards. Which does limit the number of things we can do here. Is this a keep? Jeez. I'm going to try keeping it, but... I could see this being bad for me. Oh, I am definitely mental misstepping a Soul Ring. That is the quickest mental misstep. Are they forcing it? Wow. My opponent force pitching Spell Pierce, my mental misstep on their Soul Ring. So be it. Alright, well, I will Wasteland your Underground Sea. Then I will deploy Black Lotus and Jet. I do have Snap Misstep available, if that's something I want. I assume they have a Saga or something. No, they have not. They just wanted... I don't really understand. Maybe they had Stock Up. Maybe Stock Up. I want to build out to Lurrus, hopefully. It's pretty good. So I'll just fetch a basic island. Cast Thundertrap Trainer. Thundertrap Trainer reveals Ancestral Time Walk. Oh, man, this Thundertrap Trainer card's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad, man. Cool. Love that for me. If someone tells you they evaluated Thundertrap Trainer after seeing it in play these last year or so, and they say it's bad, I don't even know at that point. I think this is just play out my mana and go to their turn where I'm going to cast Ancestral Snap Ancestral. I mean, maybe I should just buy Lurrus here. Kind of want to have protection for Lurrus, though. I don't know. I think I'd rather do this. I don't trust my opponent not to have negation in. I don't know if I want to resolve a Snap Ancestral while I can, or if I want to hold on to my Lotus for Lurrus stuff. I still can't really protect my Lurrus because I don't have a red land. If I fetch my Lotus, can I snap and... They're just done. They're just done. If I snap Lurrus here, snap Lotus, if I use Lotus and I snap Ancestral, I'll have... Can I dig through time as well? I might be able to dig through time as well. Seems like a bad use of things, though. I don't know. I mean, I'm just so far ahead. My opponent forced my mental misstep. on turn 1 and then got wastelanded. Like, all of these games, not all of these games, but so many of these games just come down to wasteland. Like, my opponent kept one underground sea, got wastelanded, and lost the game. Wasteland's so broken. All right, here we go. Round 3, possible mono-white opponent. That'll be good practice. Let's see what we got. Swords in my main. Love it for me. Keep. I don't think I own any cards for Oops. Also, my buddy just tried Oops, and then my buddy was going to buy Oops All Spells and Paper, and then played a league with it and said, never mind. Never mind, I'm off it. All right, so no Chancellor, it looks like. I feel like you have to... Do you just lead on Archive? I feel like you just lead on Archive. Dress down. I think I just want to put the dress down in... If I'm leading on Archive... If I had led on not Archive and could Swords, I think this dress down actually gets better. But I think if I just put it in my yard and for later Lurrus loops, that feels like it's enough. If I hadn't led on Archive, I think I might have kept the dress down so I could like Swords on the first turn and then dress down the initiative creature on the second turn. But it's only good if it's initiative creature, really. Or I guess maybe that's not true. Ooh. Black Lotus. I wish I had I guess Tamiyo can't steal the initiative, but Thundertrap Trainer could. Oh, that's bad for me. Oh, never mind. It's fine. I was gonna say, if this is Jewel, that's really bad for me. If it's Scrawling Crawler, then whatever. Scrawling Crawler is not a problem. That's pretty good though. Top key. I would probably draw with top here. Nice. We'll take the damage, and then we'll see where we go. Well, they hit a Mox. It's pretty good. I don't have any Stonies in the main, which could be a problem. Can take Jewels, yep. It's true. I think I'm supposed to hold this Brainstorm for a little bit, maybe. I'm definitely just removing Crawler. I think we're in a bad spot because this is a really strong engine. Though I would not spin my top here. That I would not do. I'm using this mana to top key for sure. After seeing Swords dress down Lurrus. I'm probably casting this Brainstorm. Unless I'm pitching it to Force. I guess I could be pitching it to Force. Just because of mana constraints. But maybe not. We have to see. Opponent got to spin, so... That's pretty damn good. It's gonna let them use their top and play Flesh Rakers. I'm probably supposed to Brainstorm if I want to force anyways, so... Sensei's top is so strong. I mean, I could force top. Maybe I just have to force top. See if they have a Raker first or not. I guess they can't have a Raker first. Oh, they have a Forge? Okay, well, I have to force that. So if I Brainstorm and miss on blue cards, then I have to pitch Treasure Cruise, and that's pretty bad for me. But I also don't want to pitch Treasure Cruise at all. Yeah, that's the worst possible outcome here. I need to get a Lurrus dress down loop going. I think I have to fetch next turn too. Wow, this is really, really bad. That is really, really bad. I feel like I have to make that play, though. Maybe I don't fetch. Maybe I just wasteland by Lurrus. Well, I don't want to wasteland because I want to get a dress down loop going. So I guess I'm just fetching and buying Lurrus. Yeah, I think I'm just fetching and buying Lurrus, and then next turn I can go Lurrus load it. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, our percentage chance of hitting a blue card there was absurdly high, I think. 4, 8, 9, 11, it's 15, 25 or something. Yeah, it's really high. I'm just hoping they play like a Flesh Raker that I can sword, then I can go Lurrus Dress Down Loop, and maybe that'll be enough. We'll see. Lurrus Dress Down Loop should be very good in this matchup, right? Scrawling Crawler is fantastic. I love it. I love that for me. Can they beat? I guess they have maybe more Talon Gates. That doesn't help. I mean, it could help. You could phase out the Lurrus and main. Yeah, phase out the Lurrus and main phase. I mean, they could just Vault Key Tezzeret stuff. That'd be pretty bad. I don't actually have to Swords this Crawler, but I'm probably still supposed to, right? Shouldn't I fetch Tundra instead? Why? I was not planning on Swordging and Lurrusing in the same turn. That's why I fetched a Volcanic and tapped it, so I could Swords on end step, and I have Lurrus Stress Downing. It's good against Jewel. It's good in the mirror. There was one other one. It's okay against PO, but not amazing. Jewel, mirror. There's a third one. Where's CRK? CRK will tell you. This card is so bad, CRK. It's so bad. But answer that person's question. Jewel, mirror, and there's another matchup. I just can't remember what it was. It's good in every matchup. No bad matchups. Classic no bad. Nah, it was coming. It was coming. No, it is good. Is Time Vault, Sensei's Top, and Manifold Key. Those cards are pretty good together. Drawing extra card every turn, I'm pretty jealous of. They thought a lot about that. I feel like I'm supposed to use this Swords. Because I plan to dress down loop for the rest of the game. Oh, they're going to untap? Does that mean they have a Flesh Raker? Must be a Flesh Raker then. Hopefully it's not a Tezzeret. Tezzeret's really bad for me. Fuck. Tezzeret is so bad for me here. If they tutor, they lose their top, right? Didn't they just lose their top? What are they getting? Huh? What am I missing? I'm so confused. Why would you do that? Are they just going to get another top? Messed up. I'm not really sure. Sworging the Scrawler feels really stupid, but I guess I dealt... but I want to attack with Lurrus, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, they just got another top. Oh, no. And they used their Talon Gates? Oh, no. All right. Well, if my opponent doesn't find a Time Vault, I think we're gonna be okay here. If they do find a time vault, we do lose. That's true if they just want to shuffle. Yeah, I guess that's fair. But I don't know. Would you really want to lose a top for that when you can just wait on the Tezzeret and then have 2 tops? Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I just it feels not great, but I don't know, maybe resolving Tezzeret there makes sense. Yeah, probably fine. They should probably be drawing an upkeep, I agree. They are spinning though, so maybe they'll do that. They'll still draw an upkeep after spinning. I mean, I think we're gonna die here because we're dead to so many other things. The things we're not dead to are Flesh Rakers or Crawlers or Patchworks. We are super dead to like Time Vaults and stuff. At least the Mystic Forge is gone. How do I win this game though? I think I win this game with a Wrath of the Skies would be quite reasonable here. Prismatic ending would be okay. I mean, I just don't have Stony Silence in the main is the big problem. All right, the Fleshraker is off, so that's good. And they didn't use their top in the upkeep, so they're getting one less thing. But the Fleshraker still blocks Lurrus. So that's kind of a problem. I think we're still dead. Why would you use that instead of the Mishra's Workshop? Huh. I think there's some slight optimizations that could be happening here. Kind of still need a removal spell, another Swords to Plowshares for the Fleshraker so I can attack the Tezzeret, right? Because this trade's really bad for me. Oh, they have another artifact. Oh, that's interesting. I still think this is like super bad for me, right? So I could go Wastelanding, but I think I want to Trainer. Dress Down is a great Magic card. I would rather just... I mean, I could double Wasteland. Is that good for me, though? Kind of need to cast 2 spells every turn. I think I'm just going to cast this Trainer for 3. Could hit like Flame of Anor, right? Because that would kill this thing, destroy Trinisphere, and almost kills Tezzeret. Negation. Man, I'd love to negate a fucking Sensei's top. But I can't not play a Dress Down right now. I think I'm losing this. My opponent should probably draw with top and upkeep here. Nothing? I think they should just try to draw as many cards as they possibly can, or like tutor. Like I think they should draw the first card per turn, maybe spin looking for Time Vault. If you don't find Time Vault, tutor with Tezzeret, then spin again. Because the way they win this game is Vault Key. I guess ulting Tez might work too. It might have been fast enough if they hadn't played Trinisphere. I'll definitely have some choices on this next turn here. Unfortunately, I can't like suicide attack the trainer in because I can't really replay it because I have to pay dress downs. They're just gonna play nothing? That can't be right. Like, you have the ability to spin and you can still draw multiple cards, and every workshop you can play a top. I think my opponent's giving me a little bit too much here. Shit. So do I want to hold up hardcast negation? How much mana can I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I play this and I play this, then I have 5. So I can't even negation. So I think if I just play, I think I want to wasteland the workshop, play a dress down, end of turn, holding open negation. I mean, they're gonna know about negation, and they weren't even using their top before. I want to make progress, but there's no way to make progress and hold up negation. Like, I could play my land, I could play jet. I think I'm supposed to play jet. And play wasteland and play dress down. That way, if I draw another mana, I can play 3 spells in one turn. If my opponent's going to give me this much time... Oh, they drew another Talon Gates. That's so gross. They drew the 3rd Talon Gates. That's why they passed. Okay. I see the vision now. I think in that case, I just kill the workshop and hold open negation and negate one of the tops. I guess they can't top combo me anyways because they played Trinisphere for whatever reason. I think Trinisphere is doing a little bit more hurting than helping here. They did it in the second main phase, so I couldn't dress down. So, but they know about negation. I think this, if they just didn't play this Trinisphere, they would have won pretty easily with like top draws and Tezzeret ultimate and that kind of thing. So they're gonna search for what? Second top? You have a Trinisphere in play. I don't think they realize they have a Trinisphere in play. Oh, they realize they have a Trinisphere in play. I mean, I think I still negate this. I mean, I don't have to negate this though. Like, what is the, each one of these costs 2, so they can do it like twice or something, and then I still just play a Triss down loop. I mean, I just don't care, right? I'm not missing something here, right? I just don't care. Like, they do this twice. They get a bunch of tokens in a Tezzeret. It's gonna be hard for me to kill this Tezzeret. Yeah, but I mean, they could have been doing this anyways without the second top, right? Like, they didn't need a top loop to do this. So they can do that every turn now. Grim Monolith. That's a lot of mana. I'm gonna negate this one here. Maybe I should just negated the first one. It's fine. This Trinisphere has made the game really weird. Yeah, attack doesn't make sense. I just gain this life back. And then they have to lose 2 spawns. Attack is probably bad. I guess I don't gain life because they sack a spawn. That's fair. Okay, then maybe it's fine then. Maybe that attack is good then. Okay, so I'm gonna get a Tamiyo going and dress down it and stuff. And they still have a freaking top nonsense happening here. It's just not good for me. Oh, that's interesting. I can't cast that. So I just have 6. Now I can eventually get to this Tezzeret. They play a top, yeah. They get a counter. I mean, they should just draw and do top things, right? I mean, I'm dead to like a 1 ring pretty badly. I'm dead to a time vault. Dead to basically everything. Not having Stony Silence in the main is not good here. The dress down loop is the only thing that kept us in this game at all, though. So we at least had that. It's hard for me to flip this Tamiyo, too. I still think this Trinisphere is hurting them more than me, but it is hurting me a lot. They're searching for a second top again. I feel like this is not the way to go about this. Unless they're going... They went for a second key. I like that. But I mean, I think I like... Oh, they hit Saga. Well, I just have a strip mine for that. I don't know. I feel like you're either supposed to be looking really hard to find Time Vault or the One Ring, or you're supposed to be ultimating Tez. Spell Pierce. Oh, they've always had unblockable with Key. But I mean, I have swords, so who cares? Swords this. Attack Tezzeret. Yeah. 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 Do I dress down? Probably still dress down. I mean, I don't have to wasteland them because I have dress down loop, but probably still supposed to. You can't use a spell pierce to counter anything, right? I'd have to have draw. I have to draw force. Yeah, I mean, let's just kill it. I drew force. I can't kill this Tezzeret without a prismatic ending though. And I'm gonna die to like a ring or a time vault at some point. Mana vault. Draw cards. They can do it multiple times. Well, I wanted to attack Tezzeret. I feel like it's worth it. Getting the Flesh Raker off the field and attacking Tezzeret, like, it makes all my subsequent attacks good. We didn't have a force in our hand, so I think I made the right play. All right, so attack Tezzeret. Now we get to pass with a negation, which is really nice. And eventually this Tezzeret will die, I think. I don't think they can play enough. Maybe it actually outgrows my team. It's possible. So here I'm gonna just play dress down end step. Yeah. I mean, they've made a lot of there was a lot of optimization in the choices. There's a lot of different ways they could have optimized. No one's gonna disagree with that. Okay, mental misstep is pretty nice. Can't they're off it. They just don't think they can beat it. Wow. I don't know that I'm favored from here. I do think it's pretty close from here because I can counter their next thing that matters. I understand the frustration, but they didn't identify their lines to victory. And they also, I don't know about this Trinisphere, playing the Trinisphere. Yeah, chat. Lay off. We know. We already mentioned it. It's a hard deck to play. All right. Well, now we get Stony Silence. So I can't imagine we could lose 2 games with bringing in 3 Stony Silence. My opponent's deck is not very strong against Stony Silence. So those come in. This Bauble leaves. Mental Misstep stays. Swords are all fine, I guess. I guess what cards are bad? I hate boarding against Raker because every card is good. Oh, man. It's very frustrating. I think you need negations because of Tezzeret now. Yeah, Tamiyo does get worse. That's true. I think 3-ball can be good in Raker, but it's matchup dependent, right? Like, I think 3-ball can actually be good in this matchup too, but not at the point they played it. I think you need to probably hold back your 3-ball at the point they played the 3-ball, which is not an easy thing to recognize. All my cards are good. Island can go, maybe. Well, I would cut Jet before I cut Ruby. All that does is Lurrus and stuff. So I think Flavanor is a great card to be casting here. I understand. I tend to agree. Yes, fucking not me special, baby. The not me special, baby. I think I'm still keeping this. I mean, like, there's no doubt Trinisphere can just win you the game. Oh, yes, please. Please give me Scrawling Crawler, man. I love it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. God, I love Scrawling Crawler. Please keep playing that card. So I'm going to draw this off of Scrawling Crawler so I have it to pitch to force. Nice. I love Scrawling Crawler, man. That card is so good for me when I'm on the other side of the table. Oh, God. Scrawling Crawler is just my best friend. He's so good. He's going to draw me a couple cards, and then I'll get rid of him. uh, 4 mana. What do you got? Forge, ring. Ring resolves, and then I Stony Silence and Wasteland. Yeah. I think that's fine. I don't care if my opponent draws. The average level of my card is so much higher. Oh, I guess I have to kill this Tolarian Academy. Which one am I killing? Hmm. It's probably the Academy. So now we hopefully force this. Oh god, my opponent. Come on, I need more I need a land. I need a land scrawling crawler. Help a guy out. If I don't hit a land, I could be in trouble because I'm going to force whatever their play is on this turn, and then I'm going to remove their creatures. This would be a good opportunity for the Raker deck to play Wasteland of their own. I know they don't play Wasteland. I think they should. I feel like Wasteland would be good in this deck. But it's definitely not. It's. Oh, they have no play. Oh, God. They're so dead. Oh, I should have done this. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I should have not taken the damage there. That was a mistake. My fun. Not playing very. I don't care about 2 more crawlers, CRK. I would easily win. I would force and remove them both. Like, oh, that is really bad for me, though. That's a good draw. We should still be in a very winning position, though. We have Thundertrap Flame coming up. Opponent's deck just can't beat a Stony Silence, so. Oh, God. Should we let them make 2 things and then dress them down? How do we want to win? Which way would we like to win, chat? Yeah, I mean, I guess I let them make some constructs and then I dress them down. It's so free. Oh, God. I guess I'll get rid of Spell Pierce or something. Oh, wait, I can do it on end step. Is that better? Should I just do it on end step? But then they don't take 4 damage. Is it worth it to pitch Spell Pierce to make them take 4 damage? uh, Maybe I'm not supposed to pitch Spell Pierce. I mean, do they have any cards I want to counter? Whatever, man. It just doesn't matter. My opponent's Scrawly Crawler really helped us draw lands and get out of this game. They're not even going to make another construct? That's interesting. Why? What's better? I want to know. Listen, I'm actually like a Raker fan. I like Raker. But there are problems. I think the Scrawly Crawler needs to be in the board. All right, first we dress down the construct, then we let this resolve, and then we swords it. Cool. Gosh, I'm having fun. This has been a great league so far. I don't really care about wastelanding. Does it matter? Whatever. Just gonna start taking cards. I don't even want to brainstorm because I have no bad cards. Another Flesh Raker. I feel like we just... What's their way out of Null Rod? They could theoretically have a Argentum Masticore, so I can always swords it. Just force this. I mean, next time we can Flame of or something if we want. Is it worth it to brainstorm? I kind of want to save a brainstorm for a Tamiyo. I guess we'll take a peek and... Oh, I have no life. When did that happen? Do I care? So I can just pay a life. That's a thing I can brainstorm away. I definitely would hard cast a negation on a Tezzeret. Probably don't need to, but... What do they draw? What do they draw? Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Thought something bad was happening. I guess I could have, like, been in trouble there if they had a follow-up Raker, maybe? So maybe that play was a little bad. They should probably get that going. I guess I should just buy Lurrus, right? What? I don't know. I don't know what the best way to... I mean, I'm going to need to hold up double a white source no matter what, though. I think I'll just wait. The only thing I'm worried about are more Rakers, right? So I need to have swords up at every point. But I guess I had force up. But I don't want to get, like, bobble. So, yeah, I think I just want to hold up swords at all points. Oh, I should have probably responded because now they can tutor. Well, that was a mistake. Oh, wait, no, they can't tutor because this... No, yeah, they can tutor. Ah, man, I'm so bad. What can they tutor for? Vexing Bobble, maybe? Does this mean I have to hold my flame? Feels stupid. Whatever, I'm just gonna draw. This was really bad, though. I should have killed the Lantern in response to the Jet, so they didn't have Metalcraft to turn on Fair to activate Fair and tutor here. It was a really bad play. I mean, I don't know if they have a really good card to get. If they brought in Masticore, then Masticore is really good because it makes me use a Swords or a Force. But if they didn't bring in Masticore, like, what's the best card? I guess Mystic Forge. I think no matter what, it's going to make me use a Force, so it was bad. It was bad for me. It was a really bad play. Oh, they got Scrawling Crawler. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That one's not going to do it. Cast this Brainstorm. Let's get rid of these. And we'll fetch. And we'll treasure cruise. And then we'll time walk. Man. It's been a fun league. Winning helps. Okay, let's go. Round 4. Maybe another frog opponent. We'll see. Have a cat. They do not have a cat. Okay. Oof. I guess if I find a force off my Thunder Trap trainer, this hand is okay. If they're on mono white, this hand is unbelievable. If they're on dredge, this hand is really bad. If they're on jewel, it's only good if my Thunder Trap finds a force. I think this is good enough range. Mono white is the worst. I feel like our mono white matchup is great. You don't like the mono white matchup? We have 4 swords. It's like super free, I think. That's how I felt anyways. Could be wrong. Oh, I hit the wrong button, chat. I meant to do the trainer, but I was talking with chat. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Sorry about that. I went too fast. And then I got mental missteps. All right, well, the good news is we're not getting jeweled. The bad news is these swords are probably not very good if they're Doomsday. I can't take the initiative back? You just Thunder Trap Trainer plus swords. Huh? Oh, just raw dogging the Ancestral. Yikes. I don't know. My opinion is like every deck that has 4 swords is just instantly favored against mono white. That's how my opinion's always been, especially this deck, which is just has a bunch of creatures too. Opponent is overdrawing and pitching Merchant Scroll. Does Doomsday play Merchant Scroll? I'm trying to think if maybe it's a Tinker deck. That's a really bad draw. The combo with Jewel is just you metamorph it and you make a bunch of jewels and you pick them up and you take infinite turns. I found my trainer would have found forces. Yeah. All right, whatever. This would have been actually a pretty good start if I had went turn 1 trainer and found force and had Tamiyo to pitch to it. It's a really bad mistake. I think we're gonna die. Because I would have been able to force this Ancestral. Wow. Man. I think we would have won this game if I hadn't misclicked the wrong creature. That's unfortunate. Maybe not. Maybe we still just die to a 7-card Doomsday hand. I doubt they're vamping for a land, considering they cast Ancestral and resolved it last turn. I assume they're going for either a counter to protect their Doomsday or a Doomsday itself. And I don't even have a blue card, so like, it's really bad for me. I mean, maybe they like got Thoughtseize. Oh no, it's Tinker. Okay. I don't know if that's better or worse for me. Tezzeret then? I think that's... I mean, it's better for me. I am not in a position to beat Doomsday right now. But it's not a lot better for me. Yeah. All right. I mean, I hope they play like a Hull Breacher because I have a bunch of swords I need to use. I guess I hold this in case I draw a Brainstorm. Prismatic Ending. Okay, interesting. Now, do I remove... Fortunately, this... there's still too many things in play. card's not very good. Maybe they just like, I guess a key, like these are both keys and these are both mana vaults or mana crypts or mana somethings. I feel like I just have to hit Tezzeret. What did they vamp for Tez? Must have, right? Maybe it's just a time vault is happening this turn and they had 2 keys for it. I mean, I can't do anything. I messed. If I had not messed up this first turn, I would have at least had force backup. But I just haven't drawn any blue cards for the rest of the game. Tinker. Blue. Time walk. Sure. I just hope they continue to play the game like I have a force of will with a blue card. Because they've seen force of will. They know about force of will. So I just have to hope they play it like I have a force of will and they play like super cautious, waiting to find a way to get around the force. Because if they jam, I just die. I mean, I guess the good news is if I eventually buy a Lurrus, I can buy back my Tamiyo. They're just jamming a Tinker. I think they're just jamming a Tinker. Yeah. That's super unfortunate. Man, I could be 4-4-0. All right, well, the good news is we have Pyroblasts are quite good here. We don't know if they're on Dark Rituals or not. Goblin Welder is a 1/1 red card. That's kind of the problem with that one. We don't know if they're like Dark Ritual Storm deck or if they're just a Tinker deck. Probably just a Tinker deck. So I don't need a combo kill. I don't need extra lands. I do want Bauble. I probably don't need Dress Down. Don't know how much I want Wrath here. It's probably not bad, though. I don't know. I think it's worse than like a Stony Silence, right? Oh, I have a bunch of swords to get rid of. I think I want... No, I guess I don't want any swords. I have Pyroblast coming in. Just want to get rid of all my swords. I'm really sad. All right, I asked my opponent, and they said they had force. So nothing. If we even with the misclick, it didn't matter. So they had the Tinker with force backup. So the good news is that our misclick did not cost us this game. We were dead regardless, which I like. Yeah, this hand's great. I got forces. I got wastelands. I'm in. Sold. All right, show me your secrets. Tezzeret, Time Walk, Force, Land, Soul Ring. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's definitely good. Went with the C. Yeah. Maybe we'll draw a Prismatic Ending on this Soul Ring. Be pretty good. Maybe I want more Prismatic Endings. Tundra number 2. Don't think so. I feel like Wasteland is better than a trainer. Unless my trainer hits another force. But they could hit another blue card. Oh boy. Trainer finds me Stony Silence. But the Tezzeret keeps going. I mean, they can Time Walk. I think all of this is kind of bad for me no matter what happens. Could have really used a Spell Pierce on that Soul Ring. It would have been really strong. I think I'm losing this game at the moment, though. Alright, you have a basic island? No. Okay. Tezzeret, I assume. Oh, stock up. Yeah. I think I have to let the stock up. I mean, they're gonna have so many counter spells, though. I mean, I could hit this and hope to wasteland them out. Feels like a lot. If they force back, it's fine, right? They forced back, pitching, Time Walk. Okay. All right. Probe was legal for a pretty long time. I think I want a second. I only want the Tundra for the Wrath of Skies, but I want this for Pyro. I mean, Pyro's not even good against Tezzeret, though, so who knows? Drew of Force is great there. I'm gonna see if they hit lands, because I'm gonna wasteland again. I mean, they have 6 cards in hand. We're so far behind. Yeah. I guess I just force this Tezzeret and then to dig. All right, Tezzeret and Force are gone, so they have 2 unknowns. They pitch Trap. Okay. Yeah. And search for a card. Lotus, maybe? Yeah. Tinker. Kill me. No. I mean, this means they have negation, right? What am I supposed to do? I feel like I have to cast Dig anyways. I feel like I just have to cast Dig anyways. Can I really not cast it here? Could be Hull Breacher. Wow. I guess I could go Ruby Pyro. I feel like I have to go Ruby Pyro. Like, I want Saga, but it's a little late for that. I could go Ruby Bauble. That protects me from Tinker Citadel. Prevents me take. They could also have hard cast Citadel. What about? I mean, maybe Ruby Bauble is better than Ruby Pyro. I guess if they have Tinker, they just get Time Vault and I die. I mean, they could have hard cast though. Like, so like think about why would you get Lotus at this point to play a spell, right? What would they play? Negation, Hull Breacher, hard cast Citadel. So if it's Hull Breacher, then I want to have Ruby Pyro. But if it's hard cast Citadel, I guess Ruby Pyro just covers more. I feel like hard cast Citadel is a hard read here because you wouldn't take it off stock up. So they would have had to draw on it in one of the turns. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like it's impossible for me to be like hard cast Citadel is exactly what they have here, but they're also like pretty quickly F6ing and stuff. So it could just be hard cast Citadel. Yep. That's fine. Cool game. I think we've been a bit bullied in a matchup I would assume is pretty good, but all right. Tezzeret is gone. Does that mean we're getting Yogg-Willed? Vexing Bauble Yogg-Will? It's not the end of the world. Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. So they go, I mean, they have to crack the Bauble to replay Lotus, to replay Tez. I mean, we can counter the stock up, so that's the end of the world. They play Tez, they untap Soul Ring, and they play stock up. It's not that bad. Could have been a lot worse. Oh, they're tutoring something. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Tutor Mana Crypt, and then you can use Mana Crypt to play stock up or Mox or whatever. Sure. That makes sense. Mana Vault. Got it. That makes sense. And they cast stock up. I guess if their Vexing Bubble drew a blue card, you can force this. No. All right. Well, that's not bad for us. These prismatic endings have been pretty good. Thinking about this Surveil. They kept it on top. It's probably going to influence what I do this turn. Just untap the vault, I assume. Oh no, that's not good. Stock up? Oh no. That's really bad for me. I mean, they kept the card on top and then they stocked up into it. Interesting. Some lost value, but did mean they got a card they wanted. I have to assume we're dying on the next turn if we get a next turn ancestral. Oh, just untap. Okay, all right. Oh, sure. Just the infinite value engine continues. This gets a top, and like I'm so screwed. I need that Stony Silence, huh? I guess we may just brainstorm and try to hit the Stony Silence. Yeah, to get a top. All right, well, we need a Stony Silence. A Flame of Anor. No, I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna brainstorm. There she is. There she is. I mean, we're still not in a good spot though. I can't cast any of these cards after. Can't even buy and play Lurrus after. All right. Tez will start ticking up too. We're gonna need another land at some point. Stock up. Yeah. I'd love to spell pierce that. No, they got Tezzy Boy. No 13 turn clock, sadly. I think we're lost, unfortunately. This is gonna be a hard one to win, but maybe a Stony's enough. We're currently brainstorm locked with 2 dead cards. Yeah, I mean, the Soul Ring has been the big problem, right? Like, if we had an early answer to Soul Ring in the form of Spell Pierce or Prismatic Ending, I think it would have been fine. Has Tamiyo been good? Yeah, Tamiyo's been good. Haven't complained. All right, well, I know I'm drawing nothing. Not nothing, like, if I get Lana, it's good. Hull Breacher time? It's Hull Breacher time. Opposition Agent time! Alright. That's not good. Turns off my fetches. I need fetches to cast my 3-drop removal spell. Uh-oh. I think we're dead to that. Opposition Agent, huh? Yeah. It's a lot worse than Hull Breacher because Pyroblast doesn't kill that. Oh, I drew Tundra. Okay. That's pretty crazy. All right, I think we pass. No, stop it. Ancestral Recall. Oh, no. No. That's so good here. It's really bad. No, they have a counter too? Oh, man. Yeah. That's not good. All right. The good news is I don't think we lost this match on the back of the misclick. I think this match was just lost. It's unfortunate because I do think this would be, out of the matches we played, one of the better matches. Just because we have a pretty nice lineup against what they're doing, but we're looking a little dead here. Look at a small about dead. That's a good draw. I don't think it's resolving, but it's a good draw. It's the Hull Breacher. Oh, okay. That's good. I will negate this. Or I will spell pierce this negation. Surprised they kept a negation versus me, but maybe they didn't. I don't think they knew that I was on this. Because they were surprised about Wasteland too, so. Oh, they have force backup. Okay, alright. I've been bested. Send me away. Alright, round 5, clap. Probably Jewel Shops gamer. Oh, a Lurrus gamer. Let's go. Okay, that's exciting. I thought I was gonna get jeweled. Just make your opponent concede by boring them to death. Alright, show me your secrets. Secrets, please. Force. Bowmaster Twister. Tundra Lavinia. Interesting. Okay. I don't want to follow up land, huh? Am I supposed to force this? Like, if I let this resolve and then swords and they force... Yeah, I'll just force it. Fine. Get some more cards in the yard for my treasure cruise. Alright, I got the force back. Pitching another Lavinia. Okay. Kind of need to draw lands here, though. Does mean I can get, like... Oh, they're just going to force back again? Pitching Time Twister? Sure. You got it. Your hand is Orcish Bowmaster? I do not care. I guess that means I can't cruise. Okay, maybe I care. It's okay. I just need to draw a land and I can Prismatic Ending it. I drew the other Delve spell! No, this is why I don't play these shit cards, man. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Oh, man. That's wild. Okay, fair enough. Now they're gonna get the Lurrus before me because they drew Lotus and I drew okay. I am simply not meant to play fair Lurrus Magic. It is not remotely. I guess I have to hit this prismatic this Lotus so they don't go Lurrus right away. Just so frustrating. I'm like super fine. I don't know if I agree with that statement. Is this a second Bowmaster off the top check? They just have it? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Cool. Alright, we lost. Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever. Clap, clap. Top deck skill. What is it? Clap, clap. Nice top deck. Clap, clap. Nice top deck. All right. I got wrecked. Yeah, maybe. It's definitely possible. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I didn't really need to fetch for a sword on exactly that moment in time. It's true. Could have surveil land so I could put one more card in the bin while I draw four non-lands. I don't actually think Lavinia is like good in this matchup at all, but it was good there. Whatever works. Sure. All right. What do you got this time? Clap, clap. Tundra, Bowmaster, Snap, Sapphire, Lavinia, Negation, swords. Let's see. What do I want from this hand? What is my best way forward? Both of us are super weak to Wasteland. I think I want to time walk and give myself another opportunity to hit land. I mean, maybe this is crazy. I don't know if I like this play either. But like, Trainer doesn't hit land. I should have used... it's probably fine. Maybe I just spell pierce this Sapphire. Yeah, I don't think so. They're just gonna go for... Or would I F6 bait him? I might have F6 bait him. I might have gotten the F6 bait. I got the F6 bait. Let's go. What? Don't stop. No, I got you. You have to, no. They started casting it and then they stopped casting it. It's fine. Now they have negation protection for their swords is what they're trying to do. Opponent. Clap, clap. It's fine. Negation pitching frog. Yeah, can't cast that, huh? All right. Tamiyo got swords. Surely I'll draw mana source, yeah? He's a mana source. Can't use this after they play Lavinia, so I think I'm gonna cast this now. Ending. No, I want this wasteland. What do you guys think about Prismatic ending this Sapphire? Ooh, there's my wasteland. I'm in. No, they just immediately ripped the land anyways. Pierce the Sapphire? I considered it. I decided I wasn't going to, though. I mean, I'm ahead on mana, right? It means I'm winning, pretty sure. Are they? Oh, they won't even bluff. Weakness. That's a sign of weakness. Won't even bluff? Come on now. Well, I don't really have much going on here. I don't really think I'm going to swords them. I could swords them. It's all about wastelands and mana, huh? Sure. Like, all of these games are just about wastelands and mana. Gross. Yeah, I don't think I'd have it in me to play Frog at Eternal Weekend. I want that to be part of my range, but I don't think I have that in me. What do we think about swords, chat? Oh, I can't really fetch a... Yeah. Pyro. I feel like we want to keep swords for Lurrus. But I mean, my attack gets a little better. I feel like I want to save the swords, though. But I get to attack? I mean, it's not exactly free, because I can't really block with Lurrus now that they have 2 lands, right? Just wait. I mean, I could Pyro a Snap, but I'm not going to. Fortunately, I don't have extra... just lands? Too many lands? So now they have Snap Swords. I should have probably fetched earlier then. No, nothing matters. I have all lands. Wait, lands don't matter. I was wrong the whole time. Have a mental misstep. No, you can't be serious. Clap, clap. There's too many clap, claps to count here. Oh boy, that was bad. Way too much. There's no shot, bro. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. He's a master. He's a fucking master. Turns off my trainer draws, I guess. But you attack with Bowmaster here if that's your play, right? Like, you're just rebuying it with Lurrus. I guess I would... Whatever, man. It's fine. Nothing matters. Incredible. All right. What's my best draw? Dig through time? Force of Will? That certainly isn't it. I am not good at these control mirrors, huh? Been bullied. I've been bullied. Are any of these even worth swordsing? How do I win the game? Okay, force the Lurrus. This at least makes my ancestral better. Oh shit. Whatever, man. Get the fuck out of here. I'm off it. I'm off it. I am off it. I am off it. I am off it. I don't really think that matchup is actually that bad, but I do think we got completely and utterly bullied in those games. A 3-2. It was a fun 3-2. I don't think I would revisit this deck exactly, but I don't think that this idea of a deck is unattainable. It does feel like it works. It just is so low power, and if even one thing goes right for your opponent, you just can never come back. Oh, I could have drawn Wrath of the Skies. That would have been a good draw against that board state, huh? Wipe their whole board and then counter the Lurrus. I think we had like the ability to get out of a lot of the situations that we put ourselves in. Like if we find a trainer, right, we can kick a trainer there. We can dig through time. We can. I feel like those were spots were not like unwinnable spots, but it just felt like we didn't hit the right portion. It's not really like we have less draw spells than Frog either, right? Like trainers are going to theoretically see better than Frog and when Frog's not hitting. So it's not really like that was a problem. Like we should have more draw than the opponent, but it just didn't really work out that way. There were a lot of Bowmasters drawn, which definitely didn't help either. Not sure. I definitely didn't play those last games very well. I'm sure I could have played like more conservatively and had a better chance, but anyways, the thing that this deck is best at is beating up on the all-in decks of the format. That being said, we still lost its blue-black Tinker somehow, so but being able to beat Raker and Oath, which in matchups that seemed like they would make a lot of sense to be good in, was cool to see. So I had a good time. I do think that Trainer is really great. Flame is really great. Tamiyo was better than expected, maybe not. It was about as I expected. It was good, but it also wasn't great, and that's kind of a problem. You do need your vintage cards, especially your build-arounds, to be great. I will say the sideboard worked out really well. Stony Silence, Containment Priest, heavy sideboard. That looked really good. Prismatic Ending looked pretty good. Didn't really use fourth very much, and we didn't have a good opportunity to use the Wrath of the Skies, even though we drew it. The Dress Down was great, though, so I would probably put another Dress Down in this deck if I had to go back and do it again. Which I don't. I don't have to go back and do it again. More vintage content, gameplay content, lots of different decks on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.